Welcome back for some more Skyrim with Requiem playing on the Conjurer build. And I took kind of a break from playing. I was feeling just sort of burned out on this character, to tell the truth, because conjuration becomes increasingly boring as it becomes more powerful. And so I am back on this character. I do want to complete the goals that I set out for doing it.
Find Paratus.
Yeah, I do want to finish up the Mages Guild quest and still do Dawn Guard because those are interesting enough to, I think, be worth the playthrough. But I also want to just power through this basically as quickly as I can manage to do it. So I intend to just kind of blast through here. I'm not even sure what I stepped on to set that off, but whatever. And just want to check and make sure that I've got my stuff hotkeyed. I did pick up some more powerful Atronach spells, so let's give that a try. And after casting my healing aura, I don't really need to have the hood on, so I'm going to put on the Mage's Circlet for Magicka regen, the Ring of Replenishing for more Magicka regen, and I'll be able to cast my minions pretty regularly thanks to that. And I think I'll just stick the Storm Atronach on a hotkey because I intend to just abuse that like crazy. And I'm sure there's something that's just... There's got to be something that wants to jump out at me here. And yeah, there's basically no loot that's worth picking up for me at this point. I just want to power through here. I guess just for completeness sake, I'll get a sword out. And yeah, between the robes, the mage hood, and the ring, I've got a pretty disgusting amount of Magicka regen. Wasn't paying very close attention there and could have gotten myself killed by the rocks, but got lucky. Probably some Thalmor up here. And I think I'll hotkey also the protection from poison and just get that up as well.
Yeah! Yeah!
Not wildly impressed with the damage of this sword against Chorus, but it's good enough. And I think I'll just put on my stamina regen ring so that I don't see that ticking down too much. And at some point up here I'm going to have to start being concerned about the Thalmor archers. And I don't really want to eat a crossbow and get killed, so I'm going to kind of hang back here a little bit.
Yeah!
And I haven't been talking about it much, but having access to the powerful healing aura spell is just really nice utility. I basically never need to use potions unless I'm very close to death. As you can see, my health is regenerating at, well, I guess basically the same pace it would in Skyrim without Requiem, which is pretty disgustingly fast. And it means I can just kind of plow through these relatively low level enemies without being too concerned about taking hits here and there. I don't think there's anything I'm really that interested in opening down here. I still don't have the capacity to open expert or master locks, but we'll get there eventually. And this zone, I think I can just kind of walk around this area. I don't really want to fight these guys. But that guy's kind of camping exactly in the way of where I want to go, so I gotta kill him. And this is where conjuration really gets kind of boring, because I can basically ignore any sort of enemy that isn't going to kill me in one shot. There's nothing that's really all that threatening. I have enough hit points that I'm not gonna die to arrows instantly, at least not to these low-level guys. And then we're just moving right along up into the Falmer area. So there's pretty decent loot here, but that does not aid in my primary goal of just getting through this as quickly as possible. Let's see if teleport vitals works on these guys. I can't tell if I missed or... Okay, I guess it doesn't work. One nice thing about the bound weapon is you cannot be disarmed by the Falmer. But good to know that teleport vitals doesn't work on these guys. Wonder how nasty of a poison he inflicted on me. Nothing, okay. But I think it is probably worth taking down a health potion. Then we'll just go back to our tried and true Storm Atronachs. Yep, even easier than using blur. Just don't even have to engage with those at all. I guess I haven't put any real emphasis on the Frost Atronach, but maybe that's worth giving a try as well. Actually, Summon Ice Spirit. I bought that and I've never used it. Let's give it a try. Well, some combination of those was good enough to take care of the Falmer. And I guess there's some poisons over here. Nothing I really care about. And I'm just kind of experimenting to see which of these summons I like the best. I spent a bunch of gold that I had accumulated from doing crafting and just bought out as many interesting spells as I could. So let's just see how many of those are actually useful. I guess we can try out a spirit bear. My suspicion is the AI on the bear is not all that great, but it's certainly powerful enough. Not really liking the bear. It kind of gets in the way too much. How about let's try out the ice spirit some more. I kind of like the ice spirit. This little corner here can turn into just a total mess if guys manage to kind of back me up into it, because the pathfinding gets all messed up. So I want to keep pushing forward as much as I reasonably can. Resist frost potion, not a bad thing. Like my ice spirits are getting a little low on duration, so let's just summon a couple more. Mana cost on those is just trivially low now that I've got the Master Robes of Conjuration up. Very easy. Looks like I've been poisoned pretty badly. Let's take down some health. And it also seems like maybe okay, still got my healing aura on. I just got hit by a couple of poisons. I really would like to be able to teleport vitals to that guy. Maybe if I dual cast it. These mages are just a pain. Nope. Get the flame atronach out so that I can light this guy on fire. Yikes. That did a little more damage than I can handle, so I'm going to back up. I don't really want to be fighting a spirit troll all that much. I'd rather just go in and get the guy who summoned him, but this kind of cramped little area, it's difficult to do that. Yeah, now I'm in the spot I don't really want to be, which is stuck here. There we go. And we're continuing to push forward. And I think the ice spirits are pretty decent here. And I don't mind the soul trap ability, it certainly doesn't hurt. Okay, that's a pretty powerful block perk on that guy to be able to knock me down like that. But when you've got 2 summons, doesn't really matter. I'm a little concerned about stepping on some random trap around here. Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be something nasty in there, but no particular intention of opening that. One ranged and one melee seems like a pretty good combination. Okay, that seems like a pretty efficient way to fight these guys. And I guess I want to kill whatever's hiding over here just so I don't have it sneaking up on me later. And in theory, this should be leveling up my conjuration a little bit, but of course it is a painfully slow skill to level up. Perhaps one of the most tedious in the entire game. It's annoyingly slow to level. And the step on the bug animation is just great. I love it. That's just gives me some joy when you get to watch your character just stomp on a chorus. Very fitting. Wow, that guy already spotted me. That's hardly feels fair. Decided to go with 2 Frost Atronachs because this is kind of an enclosed area anyway, and I want them to get up close and distract that archer. Distract being a nice word for absolutely destroy. Look, I'm helping, guys. I'm helping. Alright. So for this section, I think I just want to try and kill them at range by casting a series of Storm Atronachs. That seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do. And I'm going to put on my Magicka Regen Ring. And looks like I botched it when I was trying to cast my Atronach. Alright, go get them, guys. I just don't want the guys to come around and flank me from the side. And I also don't really want to run into this central area where I can very easily get killed by arrows, so I'm kind of hanging around this back where I can spot enemies before they get up close to me. I need to figure out which of these ones had the focusing crystal. Maybe it was you? Focusing crystal. Okay. But first, we've got to go collect some goodies from down here.
What the?
said this was my idea.
And that's it for Mzulft. Very easy run through on the back of the expert level conjuration spells. Super simple, probably a little bit too easy. If you're enjoying this sort of stuff, hit subscribe, and I'll be finishing up this playthrough in just a couple more videos. See you in the next one.
This machine